Ooh, welcome to a League of Legends cast. For a very long time. Not that I forgot I used to do this, it's just that I don't have an opportunity to. This is the one time I caught a game live, and very regrettably I have caught it very late into the... I really should be sleeping, by all accounts. I may regret this in the morning, but we will cast this game, see where that takes us. This game is played in the silver elo, low silver, high bronze. Average elo of everybody involved around silver 3, high silver maybe. Maybe the MMR thing is weird. I will conservatively say everybody in this game is silver elo. Without looking anybody up, I can be corrected. And if people think that's an insult, I apologize prematurely. Although Garen seems to have left the base with no items, which is a very innovative strategy that has not been attempted by any other players in the world. Now we just have a standard start. So the matchups are Garen against Yorick top, Xin Zhao going up against Ringo. Mid lane is going to be Gangplank heading up against Kassadin, which is a surprising matchup, not one I expected to see in Silver Elo. I'm not sure how good Silver tier Gangplanks are, I guess I'll find out for myself. Caitlyn Nami going up against Draven Swain. Draven Swain is definitely quite aggressive, and oh, they're setting up level 1 cheese. Unfortunately, they're doing it right on top of a ward. Their own trinket word isn't enough to spot it out, so blue team gonna take a very safe route. Oh, but the Xin Zhao, he wants to make it happen? No, that would be a very inefficient pathing. Probably should just get back to jungling. Garen's hiding, going to surrender all CS level 1 for no good reason. Caitlyn's gonna get pulled in by the first never move. The electrocute goes off, Nami heals it back up. No problems at all. I don't realistically see Gangplank losing to Kassadin though. Granted, I'm not too well versed on either champion, but it doesn't seem like a matchup that favors Kassadin. Gangplank just has a lot more burst potential than him. Essentially all game long. Realistically, he should not live long enough to see level 16. Even at level 16, what are you really gonna do against a Gangplank? There's like 5 items done. But anyway. We're still waiting for the first piece of action to happen. Mid lane seems like it got visited by a Xin Zhao, but nothing really eventful has resulted from that. But GP's walking in, tanks an electrocute to the face. Going to push him off and calling into that trade. Nami walking forward very aggressively for a trade. Sway's gonna step on a trap, that's gonna force out his flash. He took a huge headshot to the face, and that's going to cause him to sit back and start chugging some potions. Has Garen realized he has no items yet? Has he reached for a potion slot and realized he spawned nothing? I wonder. Ooh, good bubble targeting on top of the Draven Axe catch. This could be a kill. Can they play it right? Peacemaker goes out. Flash auto. Countered by the heal. Draven will make it out safe and sound. And meanwhile, the gang coming up top as well. The Xin Zhao W will not connect, but it doesn't matter. First blood goes over to the Garen. GP very low on mana. All charges of Corrupting Pot have been sipped. You should probably just go back here. Now Rengar going to try to stalk around bottom jungle, try to take whatever he can. Unfortunately, he's only going to find some chickens down there. Chickens will be countered away. Xin Zhao, well, he could match, but the enemy raptors aren't even up. He's gonna go for this gank instead. There's the audacious charge. Wind becomes lightning, marks the target. Not gonna get anything. GP's out of mana. There's no way GP can follow that up. It's a pretty good amount of poke though. Caitlyn's gonna walk through the eye. And there's the exhaust on the Draven. Is it gonna be enough? One more Axel Silo deal. And there it is. Draven cashes in for, I assume, a lot of money. And Nami's just gonna immediately flash into a Swain root, which means she is super dead as well. Swain's gonna take that kill away. Garen's stuck in the Dark Procession because he wasn't breaking the cage, he was trying to break the Yorick. Not going to be an effective strategy there. He has recalled immediately for a Boots 2, which is the correct item to build first on Garen as far as I'm concerned, but I mean, you didn't need to start the game with nothing to get it. GP. He really should have backed a long time ago. He's been in the lane for like 2 minutes with no charges on his corrupting pot. Now bot lane might be in a bit of trouble here. Draven cashing in early. That's a pretty good start to a snowball potentially. Like even punishing here, the damage is already done. And you risk getting it even worse. But then again, Caitlyn's gonna go for a very late ward, walking a bit forward. Suboptimal play, but gets it regardless. Swing is gonna wander into a trap. 2v2 kill traded right back. Unfortunately, because of the way Draven works, he just walks away with more gold in that exchange. Obviously, dying there is super bad. This is a chance for Caitlyn to come back. There's a pretty huge wave there. You could freeze if you know how to wave manage, but who's willing to bet that you can't? Well, Caitlyn's just going to get some extra farm and call it there instead of setting up a freeze. Draven's gonna go back for an early Vamp Scepter. That's where his extra gold went from all the cashing in he did. And as we saw, no freeze bot lane. Then again, it was just a judgment based on the minion wave position. For all we know, a freeze might not have been possible. I will give them the benefit of the doubt. This is a slow push. It has crashed with the tower, which means Caitlyn should 100% not be here. Bubble's gonna whiff, which means that, yeah, these are totally free kills for Draven. With a whiff bubble, I bet Nami's gonna die here soon as well. And yep, she is not long for this world. Every axe is being caught. Double kill goes over to the Draven. Very, very bad overstay. Just shove the wave and go back. Meanwhile, in the jungle, we have Rengar heavily outfarming the Xin Zhao, but Xin Zhao has made really good early game roving plays to make up for it. It is Iron Spike Whip against a Dirk. Pretty tight. Rengar is 1 smite ahead of the Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao is still banking 2 charges of smite. He does 2 charges of smite. It is not cooling down, so clearly it's both charges. There's 1 charge going away, and there's the game plan called getting a solo kill mid lane onto the Kassadin. That's gonna be a second death this game. The zombie army is gonna be chasing, but Yorick's kinda left the Maiden ahead, not behind rather. Not really in range for Garen to kill, and as long as that Maiden exists, top lane is suddenly really awkward to fight for the Garen. Meanwhile, the Rengar, his attempts to kill the dragon has gone lopsided, smiting Drake for health, but that's a very low Xin Zhao. 1 more axe to the face will claim it for... Wait, what is GP doing? What is GP doing? GP just has no interest in fighting that whatsoever. I see. And he's gonna flash away from the swing. I see that GP didn't really want to fight that. But Draven's gonna convert 1 kill back, but overall that's still good. Blue team stopped red team's Drake attempt, and they killed the jungler, so that's a pretty good kill, and that's what you get for not killing Maiden. I mean, when Maiden comes out, you really can't fight Yorick conventionally. You have to find a way to bait Maiden and kill her. A Yorick fighting under Maiden beats pretty much everybody. It's one of the lessons, I guess, you have to learn the hard way. Garen's gonna go back and collect an Iron Spike Whip. Meanwhile, the game plan can be set on fire in the mid lane. Xin Zhao's gonna come in to bail him out, gonna force out the Swain's flash for some reason, even though all parties were already on the retreat. Meanwhile, because of the super pushed up state, Yorick's just gonna help himself to 3 plays, and he saves the Maiden. Good heads up play to not detach the Maiden and just send her to her death. Like, hear me out. How troll would it be? Oh, wow, he's not recalling. Oh my god, Garen, no! He flashed in for that! He's a level down and the Maiden is still sucking him dry! Oh, no, Garen, you cannot play like that. Oh, you have to... That play may work, but only if Maiden's not up. Now, the jungler is coming up top to try to put out this fire. Please learn the lesson the hard... Please don't learn the lesson the hard way. Just... kill the Maiden. Smite the Maiden. Do whatever you have to. Maiden has to die. Oh my goodness. Oh. Maiden is target number... Yorick is like nowhere near as scary. Oh, he's gonna save the Maiden again. Now how troll would it be if he just recalled with this Maiden and just sent her like bot lane? It would be one hell of a surprise, I guess. Now he is gonna recall, which saves the Maiden. Maiden does heal in the fountain. So top lane is now essentially getting close to a total black hole because Yorick has backed for a full-on Trinity Force, basically right off the bat. So the top income gap is getting pretty big. Yorick's gonna TP back to lane to catch a wave, and Garen is... I mean, he could just walk up and kill the Garen if he wants to. There it is! Yeah, Garen can get out of this. There's no way that's happening. This is the longest I've seen the Maiden survive. And seems like she's not in any hurry to die. Meanwhile, this Dracocan might be stopped again. Sinjao's gonna hug the Rengar to the face, stabbing him to death. He's gonna flash away, but into the waiting arms of the Cassidy, gonna get picked up immediately. And now Nami will flash away, the last survivor of this team fight for blue team. Caitlyn hasn't rotated yet. Will she make it? Answer is probably no. Then again, this is a painfully slow dragon. It is just Kassadin, and Kassadin has left the pit, which means it's just Swain. Swain can't survive against that Drake by himself. He's just a support. Unless the Kassadin... Oh, no. Kassadin's gonna get stabbed. Kaelin's gonna finish off the Swain. Dragon is actually reset. A few more hits will do it. And Kassadin's gonna take it, because of course he will. Kaelin's gonna channel ulti point blank, but that somehow works. Bad plays always gets rewarded, and she walked away with a kill, but unfortunately not the Drake. However, I will say, given how that team fight went, blue team salvaged as much as they could, and goodbye Caitlyn. There's gonna be another one to the Draven. Caitlyn's actually beat him to the Mythic, so there's also that. Draven too, defensive steel cap spy in this game. It does make sense considering that blue team is full AD. Then again, doesn't really represent that much of a damage threat despite the kills he's gotten. Caitlyn is more farmed than him at this stage in time. How is this Maiden still alive? I guess she's just immortal. Alright, meanwhile Sinja's gonna come down, dealing with the Draven. Draven's out of mana, which means his ability to press W and kite is significantly reduced. Seems like it doesn't matter. No, it absolutely does matter. Nami will save him along with the Gore Drinker damage. And healing kills off the Draven 1v1 there with some help. And Maiden is still alive. Yorick summoned his Maiden at level 6. He's level 10. He's level 11 now. Oh my god, Maiden just upgraded. This is the same Maiden. Oh, this is so silly. This is so silly. Maiden's not even gonna tank tower because Herald has higher priority. Maiden has the same priority as a cannon, so... Okay. Please, somebody. Like, have they just accidentally turned this game into a 5v6 because nobody knows that the Maiden can be smited or something? Yorick is actually just 2 people. Because the Garen doesn't understand that Maiden is enemy number 1. Considering, like, obviously it's a bad play to dive the Maiden and die trying to kill Maiden. But considering how many times he's just died for free, it's gonna be like, what, his 5th death now? Like, in hindsight, he probably should have just suicide dove the Maiden and killed her. Maybe then he wouldn't have died all those extra times. Meanwhile, Caitlyn Net trying to snare the Draven for a headshot proc, not gonna get it. I mean, who's gonna stop the Yorick? At this point, you're gonna have to pile so many people onto him. You just can't make that level of investment. Crown's gonna be shattered here by the GP. Is he going to turn for more damage? Probably not. That's a level 11 Yorick. There's a level 8 Sinjao on the other side of the wall. That is quite scary. You gotta do something here. This Yorick is gonna solo win the game if he's not stopped. This is basically your last chance to stop him. Let's see. Nope, that's not the right guy to be fighting. You really shouldn't be fighting that guy. Oh, but it does finally work. Garen goes in for the execute ultimate. He finally found where his Archie is. There's going to be 1,000 gold over to the pockets of the Garen. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to get him back into the game, but it's going to be a good enough start. It has to be a good enough start, rather. Once again, Draven completely out of mana, no W resets coming out. He does have the shield wall, which does increase his longevity. Oh, Caitlyn's gonna run face first into a Rengar. Flash heal forced out immediately. Getting some counter traded damage back onto the Rengar, but it's not gonna be any skin off the Rengar's back, and Caitlyn's just lost all of her summoners. Once again, just gonna have to try to play this out. Neither ADCs have that much mana. Even Swain is running a little bit dry, but he does have more than enough to full combo the Caitlyn just once. Draven taps in the last of his reserves, gonna speed himself up right into the waiting arms of a bubble, but Swain's gonna pop the Nami like sushi, and the rest of the damage is coming in. Gameplank's gonna call in the fire. Draven's gonna run for the hills. Caitlyn just has to solo down the Swain. The rest of the team has to catch your Draven. This is a 2-for-1 so far. There's the Hourglass being popped. Swain is going to fall as well. And now the rest of the cavalry has arrived. Sinjot's taking a lot of damage. Core Drinker healing is not going to be enough. Can the GP turn this? 2v1. It's now down to a 1v1. That's a level 10 Kassadin. He doesn't have strong rift walks. You don't have to be that scared of him. Oh no, he's just gonna run away instead of fighting. Look, he probably would have won if he stood his ground. That's all I'm saying. Put down a barrel, blow it up. If Kassadin has to waste time disarming the barrel, you can just hit him. If you blow up the barrel yourself, even if he's not in it, that's a passive reset. I think he might have the damage there. It's hard to tell, but running away from a Kassadin with level 1 Rift Walk is also just not the play. Running away from Kassadin in general is just not the play. You should just try to stand your ground, especially when he's not that strong yet. Crown was on cooldown and all that. Oh, Garrett's gonna come here, try to make a play happen. But meanwhile, Yorick's just gonna backdoor the top lane. So he's gotta make this play snappy. Someone has to respawn to top, and by snappy, I mean he's snappily headed back to the fountain. At the rate this is going. Oh, he's spotted out. He's dead. Then Josh also gonna suicide dive into 4 people. Probably not gonna work out here, but he does take 1 person down with him. And now Caitlyn exposed without any cover. Has to kill first away. That's rank 2 Kassadin, which means that's a dead Caitlyn. Triple kill. That's gonna be an easy quadra coming out. And quadra killed. Yeah, when the front line dies, the back line becomes free food for the Caitlyn. For the Kassadin. Okay? And because nobody contested top lane, or at least somebody did. GP die up there? Oh yeah, GP totally died up there. Oh my god, Maiden number 2 came out. Oh. For the unaware, when Maiden is up, and she targets you for attacks, not only do you take continuous damage from Maiden, but Yorick also deals % max health damage to you with every single hit. Trading into Yorick when Maiden is selecting you for an attack means that Yorick just completely shreds you. Maiden is... you have to kill Maiden first. Yorick by himself does basically no damage. It's Maiden debuff that's providing him with the ability to straight up kill people. But honestly, at this point, Hullbreaker done, Triforce done, he's not stoppable. And once again, Maiden was hung out to dry there, but people just run past her. You can't just pretend that thing doesn't exist. You can't just pretend Maiden doesn't exist. Maiden is a stronger Tibbers. You would kill Tibbers, wouldn't you? Joust just gonna slowly poke down the Swain, but now he has to try to run away. Buy some time for Wind Becomes Lightning. He can definitely kill this. Draven's out of mana. Wind Becomes Lightning, Audacious Charge. That's enough damage to kill him. But nope, Kassadin's here. Oh no. Oh wait, Sinjot doesn't know that Kassadin's here. Run! Run for the hills! Scary, scary spaceman is coming down to claim your head. Oh, he's got full mana. He's got this. Rift walking in and all that. He could have definitely kept going. As long as Crown is holding, he can't realistically die as Kassadin. Like, what are you gonna do? Burst him? That's not gonna happen. Crown is too good on him. He is also the only solo laner in the game. Or like carry laner in the game. Laner being the important word here, with less than 100 farm. But he does have the kills to make up for it. There's 1,000 gold on his head to whoever kills him. But Yorick's just gonna teleport top lane. He still has his Maiden. This is ridiculous. I mean, oh no. No, stop hitting the Yorick. Stop hitting the Yorick. The Maiden is standing right there. Oh my, well. Okay, In this case, yes, okay. Killing him is correct because Garen has ult, but even like people need to build better habits against Yorick. That's all I'm saying. In that case, yeah, focus on Yorick is probably correct. I retract my earlier exasperation. But still, it's... You know how terrifying it is that nobody has even attempted to kill Maiden? Which isn't the way you deal with a champion. Bubble's gonna land on the plane. Gonna scare off his demonic form. But this is a siege coming down to the base, and the blue team's bounty is 9 uncollectible. That's a very good bubble snaring up the Draven, but Draven has shield bow, he's got the tankiness, Kassadin's in the wings, instant exhaust, but it's not gonna be enough. He's got 2 items done, he's hit his power spike. The next power spike is just level 16 Kassadin. At this stage he's so strong, he doesn't really need it. Ninja's gonna pop the ulti to block range damage and then immediately charge back in, nullifying his own ult. Not the way to do it. The game does seem like it's very rapidly closing out into a total tragedy for... But oh, it got disarmed! Oh no! Draven just walks up and disarms the barrel. Flash silence. Oh, with the halting slash from the Strikebreaker. That's gonna be enough. That's a shutdown. That's a good start, but can they make anything else happen from it? Big sword, and nobody blocked the bullet. Oh, the friendship test has failed. Caitlyn takes 1,000 gold for herself. The rest of the kills are coming in. This really hand-fisted team fight is somehow blue team's best fight all game long. Meanwhile, Yorick is soloing Baron because, yes, he can do that. I mean, people shouldn't be surprised. He can, in fact, do that. He is just going to go ahead and take it. Now, red team furiously pinging the drag. They want to have their cake and eat it too. Rengar's waiting in the wings, but there's 3 people in the pit. Can he make anything happen? He does have the ultimate. He's not popping it though. Early smite doesn't really seem to matter. Draven not gonna come in, stealing a little bit late. Halting slash does go out. Garen doesn't have his ultimate, but he does have the spin to win move. Going to force out the heal from the Draven to cover Rengar's retreat. Rengar's gonna ult away as well. Blue team converts a Drake off that really surprisingly good team fight. But now they have to deal with a Baron pushing Yorick.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
I mean... maybe? It's maybe stoppable. Garen's kind of getting up there. He's got his own Hullbreaker now, except he's not really hunting alone with his Hullbreaker. And Caitlyn's gonna get popped. That's also ulting the wrong target. You should, by all accounts, trying your best to kill the Kassadin. One more tick of the Judgment would have done it, but no more spins available for the Garen. He's gonna fall as well, bringing down the ADC with him. Jungler is just gonna collect the red buff and call it a day. The homeland is in trouble. There are Baron waves coming in. The good news is they're quite far away from the base. Caitlyn will definitely have respawn by the time the wave crashes, especially since nobody on red team seems to be in a hurry to push with Baron buff. It's a very leisurely pace they're doing this at. Draven's still farming it out. Means that earlier punish effectively null, because red team did nothing off a 3v5 power play. Unfortunately, the problem is only ballooning. The longer this game goes, the harder red team wins. Especially when Caitlyn's just gonna be a bronze is easier. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine based on what I'm seeing. Silver is too hard? Maybe. I will reserve my judgment on that. Oh, meanwhile, Garen gonna be stuck up by the Dark Procession, accidentally hurting the Maiden. That's the most damage anyone's done to Maiden all game. He's finally gonna stand still and hit the Maiden, and Rengar's gonna go ahead and pounce on Caitlyn's face, killing her off. But yeah, like the blue team also just gets outscaled. It's the longer the game goes, the worse it goes for blue team. And they weren't off to a good start already. Riftwalk in place, but unfortunately he's tanky enough that nobody can realistically punish. He's gonna try for that kill, meanwhile top in him is gonna be wrecked. And GP is just gonna be completely killed off by the Maiden. I think Maiden's killed more people than GP has this game. Maiden's killed like 3 people. And Yorick's gonna solo end the game.
Forward we
It's comical. I guess I see the humor in the situation. I mean, what can you say about the situation? He's taken the base. Do I want to watch the rest of this game? Is it even worth watching? Cassius almost, well, not even 15 yet. He can be like level 60. Not even 60. He can scale up to level 60 and nobody can do the realistic. Right?
Brilliant.
Oh, Garrett TPing in, ready for a flank. Oh my god, he's gonna big sword of Rengar. So there's no damage left to kill the Caston. So he's just out. Oh, but a good bubble prediction there by the Nami. It is Caston though, he's run out of mana. He can't riftwalk anymore. Unless he just stabs Nami right. But it doesn't matter. Knockdown goes over to the Garen. I don't think it matters at this stage. Your base is in shambles and the persistence threat of Yorick literally just ending the game is always there. TP is up, but obviously not gonna TP into this. Meanwhile, the Swain is gonna be soloed out here by the Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao's gonna sit in the demonic flare, getting sucked while Swain is in stasis. And Garrett's greatest nightmare has shown up once again. Yorick's just gonna chase him off for free. Oh my god. You know the worst part about this? Garen beats Yorick. That's the worst part about this. Now the raid boss is pushing bottom. But the raid boss is also summoning a lot of ads, and one of these ads is about to have a snack. And goodbye, Caitlyn. Alright. The rest of blue team is gonna try to respawn to a corpse, which means that they're just setting themselves up to be pincered for free. Xin Zhao's gonna flash away, saving his own skin. Red team has slain the dragon. Xin Zhao is super fed, but it's hard to press your advantage in a game like this. He doesn't realize that he could probably 1v1 kill anybody that's not named Yorick. Maybe even the Kassadin. I don't think the Kassadin anymore. I think Kassadin is a little bit too strong, but even just 5 minutes ago, there's a very real chance that Xin Zhao beats Kassadin. Now this is, for all intents and purposes, blue team's last stand. And unfortunately, they don't get to do it all, with all 5 members. But fortunately, red team also doesn't seem interested in fighting with all 5 members. And Caitlyn's just gonna walk in, kill off the Draven for free. That's a good pick. That's a good pick, but as we've seen, Yorick has solo killing Baron on his resume. He says the rest of his team can definitely do it too. Blue team is gonna run in. They're gonna try for it. There's no Yorick. If you want to make a play happen, this is the best possible time to do it, but Xin Zhao's gonna get picked off and killed off immediately. Oh, no Gore Drinker either, and Yorick has TP'd in, so that's the end of the game now, right? Like, nobody here can really stop him? Actually, no, they're sending 3 people back. Yeah, right. Works that. Garen's gonna flash ult, flash connects, ult does not, red team takes the Baron. That was almost a good attempt. If the Dark Procession trapped Caitlyn, and Caitlyn died, I think Yorick actually does end the game right there. But unfortunately, he whiffed it. He came very close. He came surprisingly close for the fact that 3 people was on him, beating him up the whole time. Unfortunately, red team does also just have Baron now again, and this is not a push that blue team can realistically stop, right? They're getting their in-hit back. Yorick has wasted TP, and he's died. So there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Garen, at least, yes, good. Halting slash, break the crown. That's 45-second window in which you can fight. Right? We're gonna try something, maybe? Like, if you want to try something, this may be your best chance. Red team is fractured. They're not grouped together. Yorick is still in base. Zhao, oh, you could turn that. I mean, it's Hail Mary. I know, I get it. It's Hail Mary, but you might as well try something. There's a very good chance you win here. Meanwhile, Rengar prowling for his next meal. DP is casually waiting for his tower to die before killing the wave because he really wants those doubloons. And Caitlyn's gonna almost get 100-0, which means that the fight is over before it even starts. Rengar is just going to run for the hills, but Big Sword not going to connect. He's gonna flash over the wall. And all of blue team has ADHD, which means they have just stopped fighting red team and went to chase one cat. GG is called, which I'm proud to agree with. This game does seem pretty over. Yorick's gonna walk in with the big fat maiden. Ninja going in for one last Hail Mary, not gonna do anything. And meanwhile, the Yorick's here to clean house. Cassidy is gonna rift walk inside as well. Surprisingly, every member of blue team survived. Let's see how long that lasts. Well, apparently forever, because the Nexus has blown up. Red team takes the victory. GG's to red team.